That was the first time I had fruit leather.
Yeah.
What is that?
What
is
is
fruit
that?
leather?
What the hell is fruit
I knew
leather?
that was gonna
It
be
sounds
fruit leather?
like
I know what it is.
fruit that
You
you
know
wear.
what that is?
Yeah.
Is it like, hang on, is fruit leather like
Everybody
fruit
take their guesses.
taffy? Like, is it like fruit?
I'm gonna be honest.
Like
I don't know.
you get jam or
You eat
fruit. You like put fruit in a pot, let it stew or whatever, it becomes a jelly or jam. You lay that out flat, and then you let it dry, and then you cut it into strips like taffy or jerky, and it's like fruit jerky.
Yeah. I mean, from my understanding, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
you don't
fruit
even know?
roll-ups.
Why am I
It
talking?
was like
okay.
fruit roll-ups, but it
Oh.
was like
Homemade.
Homemade.
more-
Okay.
But it
Yeah.
was like, and ours was a product. Our teacher like brought them. We had like a study session.
I don't think you can do that as a teacher.
Okay, we had what?
Can you bring in bring in homemade goods for the kids?
There's teachers like
Our teachers did that all the
molesting
time.
kids.
I know, but
think
not-
fruit leather's okay.
One time when I was
I think
when I was a
there's
para,
not a lot of people that know what fruit leather is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
does
put a
it-
Look it
bookmark. Put a
up.
bookmark in that. When I was a sub, one time the kids, because they were kids are obsessed with Takis,
Oh,
you know?
God, yeah.
and one day the kids were like, "You got to bring Takis tomorrow," because it was like the one of the last week of school or something. So they were all like, kids are like done with school,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have a party. Bring some Takis." And I was at lunch with in the teachers' lounge, and I was talking to another teacher, and I was like, "Yeah, all the kids in Mrs. Whatever her name was, they were all like begging me to get Takis. So I guess I'm gonna go to the store after school and just pick some up and bring them tomorrow." And they were like, "You can't do that." Maybe it's because I was a sub.
Right.
It's probably also where you're subbing.
Yeah.
So I feel like that wouldn't have been a
But
problem.
that school had no
when we were
rules,
in
bro.
school.
Those kids were running.
I mean, it's
wild.
probably all on the district, and probably because you can't bring outside food because it could contain like peanuts or something unknown.
Fentanyl.
No,
It could be fentanyl, yeah.
I
Fentanyl
think it was
Takis.
before fentanyl.
yeah.
My favorite flavor.
Sprinkled them on there.
Bro.
Fentanyl bay.
Oh my gosh.
Putting it in your Coke.
Isn't
It is
like,
a serious problem.
It is a
It-
very
it's
a
bad
massive
problem.
massive problem.
problem.
Isn't
Yeah.
it like a crazy small amount is lethal?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
heard it the other day, but
Yeah, it's
I
a good
can't even
amount.
think of what to guess.
When you're sitting in that position with your arm like that, from where I'm sitting, you look like you're some sort of representative for McDonald's. Because the red and the yellow, I can't see
Oh.
the Chiefs sign. But I just looked over at you and I was like, "Why is Trace got French fries on
I'm
his
like a
shoulders?"
manager.
You look like someone who really likes McDonald's.
What's the problem, sir?
He looks like he drives a car in NASCAR that was sponsored by McDonald's.
Yes,
d-
that's
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what it is. Lift your
Yeah.
head up. If you lift your head for just a little bit, so I can't see the Chiefs on your hat, or
Can I block the Chiefs
you
logo?
do look like the McDonald's NASCAR driver.
I wake
How's
up.
the car
Speak like you
running
have a dip in or
Wow.
something. Make
I
it feel
wake
authentic.
up like, and I piss extra.
Oh, that is
Oh,
good.
there you
That's
go.
good right there.
Right
I
there.
Yeah,
like that.
Car ran real well today. I just want to shout out our sponsors,
Mm-hmm. That's-
Powerade and Wonder Bread.
Wonder bread, baby.
And
Shout out to our sponsors.
Duct tape.
Duct tape.
Delicious, delicious.
That is a name brand though, so we get.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Is it the white
Dude,
sprinkle?
how old were you guys when you realized that duct tape wasn't spelled with a K?
Too old.
Me too.
That's the name brand though.
Yes, and like Band-Aids. I just thought they were called Band-Aids. That's the brand, not the
Yeah. Or
what
what?
it is.
meant to
What are they
patch
called?
the back.
Adhesive strips or something?
Yeah.
No, that's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably.
I know how to spell Mason.
I
so.
can't spell.
I
so.
did think it was made by ducks or for some reason. Like I thought maybe something in the webbing of their feet. That's where they get the stickiness from. 'Cause I didn't know why else would they would use ducks in
it's
the
made
product.
of ducks.
Well, I don't
Well,
know. I mean, why was it called duct tape? Then I found out it was called duct tape. But then I found out
Is that
they
like
don't
a
really use it in ducts. Ducts like ducts.
duct like a
Like
Yes,
air
like an air
conditioning?
vent. Like an air vent. Yeah.
Cool. I
though.
never even connected that dot.
I don't remember
Yeah.
why it was. I think it was first used in like submarines.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
that's what that guy
On
used
their
for
ducts?
Ocean Gate.
I think so.
That's what that guy used for the submarine.
Yeah, they don't work very well, and so they use them for literally
Mm.
everything else except for submarines now. And everyone knew that except for that guy. He should have remembered.
It was like that cigarette company that used to put asbestos in their filters.
My favorite part of that submarine video, like before they crunch in the ocean, is when he's like showing the tour of the submarine, and he's like, "Yeah," you look like he literally like drilled a hole in the hull
Yeah.
to like put the iPad screen or something on there,
Yeah.
and you can like see it, like he drilled through it, and you're like, "You're not supposed to do that."
Yeah.
And they
and it
like
was-
not covered it up or anything. It
No.
was like he was like, "Nyeh," and then just stuck the pipe in.
Yeah,
and it was
that's
like,
good.
there you go. Don't need to like put glue or anything or some sort of water
silicone caulking.
God forbid water
Flex
sealant or
seal.
something.
You
Yeah.
just use Flex Seal on it,
Yeah.
just like that boat in the commercial.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that was that there was like a light inside of it. He goes, yeah, that's from campingworld.com. And I'm like, that's where I bought our tube when we go boating.
Yeah.
Like, I just bought something from the same website this guy's going to go to the bottom of the ocean with. I don't
Yeah,
know about
yeah.
that.
He also used like a Crazy Cat's controller for a
Yeah.
GameCube.
That survived.
Dude.
couldn't upgrade to a PS5 controller. So I mean, Jesus.
Dude, that was the only thing that survived the wreckage.
Dude, okay.
How'd
That
they find
actually
There was
Yeah.
a picture of it.
yeah.
I didn't know. I never
That could be
that.
fake, I guess. I never really checked to see if that was a real picture.
And I'm starting the
could've been a
show on
joke.
that. I'm starting the show on that because I have the perfect
on potentially false
segue.
information.
Yeah.
No. Well,
That's what we specialize in, really.
no, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Potentially false. We don't know.
We're not
Fake
doctors.
news.
Just
No.
do your own research.
Half
Yeah.
of us didn't even graduate
We're not going to
college
do
the
it, so
first
you
time.
should do it.
Actually,
Or at all.
all of us. Yeah, none of us did. Not the first time.
I graduated college.
Not the first try.
Oh yeah.
Mason.
I mean, I just extended my first try.
Yeah, just
Kenny
kept
and I
going.
didn't even. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we're not even.
We're just
We're just hanging.
dropouts.
Yeah.
and
so
now
I
I'm
can
just
just-
not doing anything with my
So we
degree.
don't. I mean, like,
I'm not using my degree at all.
yeah, we're not here to. We're not here to educate.
Isn't that that's
If we end up educating people, it's completely by accident.
start the show? I'm gonna get
And-
sad.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Mellow Brick Road. Here, we're having a great, fun time. Happy Super Bowl! Woo! Hope everyone had a fun time. Hope you ate a lot of dip. You ate a lot of.
I hope they won.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know who won because we're a couple days
I
ahead,
hope
which
they
is
won.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, so here's the score. Do with it what you will. I'll tell you the craziest part is when Reba McEntire, who was scheduled to perform
National
the
anthem.
national anthem,
Yep.
she actually ended up doing the national anthem of Israel, which I thought was a little bit. Ooh,
It had a good ring to it, though.
It was catchy. I was tapping
Pretty-
my foot. I'll be honest. I couldn't help
Yeah,
myself.
Pretty political though to
But to-
kind of
but-
do that during the Super Bowl, you know.
But to wear the flag is.
Yeah, the dress that was a full.
Well, she
Israel
didn't wear it
flag.
the whole time, though.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought it was
Yeah.
weird when they instead of how they hold the American flag, like all those people hold the
Yeah.
flag over the field. I thought it was weird that it was a green screen showing footage of the massacres in Israel right now. That was
Ooh.
really fucked up. Like that was a little bit like too much for me. I got uncomfortable. The whole room like
Yeah.
a pin drop quiet. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
right now, yeah.
Golly,
Wow.
golly.
What a
yeah.
game, though.
What a game.
I can't believe Usher took his pants off.
That wasn't. Yeah,
I
he kept his
believe it.
shirt on.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you know? He had a full button down. Kept it fully
Had
buttoned,
a
but
tie on.
ripped his pants off though.
Had a tie on that was tied too short, so it
twist.
didn't cover anything.
What a twist
Yep.
that was.
Oh my god.
Had to get it past his shoes. Kept his shoes on.
No
I know.
socks.
No
Who's
socks.
not wearing socks?
I am. I know
Usher.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
I got
Usher's not,
socks.
yeah.
I got socks on right now.
I'm wearing socks.
Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Van. I'm the host of this Get Up, this wild Oregon Trail, which starts in
Ooh.
Independence, Missouri, by the way.
Really?
Of course.
Oh.
You never played Oregon Trail before?
No,
Anyway.
I think I was too young.
Oh, well, my young, uneducated brother, Trace Windsor, is right here. T-Dub
Hello.
Projects.
My sunglasses are fogging.
Are they fogging up? But
Yeah.
yeah, because they do their whole wraparound.
Yeah.
Wait, how are they fogging up? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I think maybe I'm just running warm today.
Maybe. Well, you're
Could
excited
be.
from that crazy game
That
we
game,
saw.
man.
Remember
was
that?
So
Remember how it ended?
Yup.
And the clock went 0.
Yep.
And
And
everyone
then
went
there was
home.
that sound, like a buzzer sound. I never heard that before at the end of a game.
It was
It was
the,
like, eh.
I think that happens when it's a tie Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's a tie
First
game.
tie.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they just called it. They were like, no overtime needed.
They didn't even play the game.
Oh, they did.
After
Yeah,
the
that
Reba
was the
thing-
weirdest part.
After the Reba thing, they're like, we're wrapping this
They did
thing
it-
up.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
after
You know the like little cane thing they pull people off stage. They did that. I'd never seen that
Yeah.
live before.
after Reba,
They
like at the Apollo, like live at the Apollo.
oh, what a bad motion. What we're talking about. I'm going like this. They did this to Reba.
Yeah.
No, they no. They good.
I
game.
They
was glad
politely asked her to leave.
I was glad though. They didn't play the
I
game.
love Reba. I don't even know why we're talking to her right
Oh,
now.
I'm
I
not
was having
talking
fun.
about
I was
that.
Oh,
having
it's funny though.
I love that they didn't play the football game because I don't really care for football.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I really didn't care for, like they're replacing it with a live performance of Space Jam 2. I thought that was really
Oh
weird.
God, yeah, that was weird.
Why was LeBron there? I don't know how they like all those puppets. Why they use the puppets? It wasn't like Looney Tunes aren't the Muppets.
Well, I don't know why LeBron was using his own puppet during it. So
Yeah, he was like holding a puppet of him, like a ventriloquist dummy of himself, the
Yeah.
whole movie.
Yeah.
Even while he was playing
he
in
wasn't-
basketball, he was like holding it in his hand.
He wasn't even trying to keep his mouth from moving. Like he was just talking
No.
like normal and
Yeah.
doing the puppet's mouth. It's like two mouths saying the same thing.
He's not an actor
What are we doing?
He's not an
man?
actor.
or a ventriloquist.
And beside Trace, our movie critic extraordinaire, Kenneth Smithy.
Hello,
What's up, man?
I'm here again.
What'd
2
you
weeks in a row.
What do you think of that
Woo.
game, man?
It was amazing.
Man, what a dip that was made for the guests at that party.
They should have just done the coin toss at the beginning, and that's how they decided it. That's how they
That would
should have
be
done it.
awesome.
You
that would be
betting
hilarious.
money on
Actually,
that?
yeah, dude.
I bet people bet a lot of money on that.
People bet on
Dude, they definitely
over under of how long the national anthem is.
Next
Yeah.
week we should do a whole we should look up all the gambling stuff
Yeah.
from this Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That should be what we do next week.
And it's
Yeah.
in Vegas.
People will
oh,
bet
see, that's what I'm saying. Like this,
anything.
so this game, like if you win big at the game, like if you're betting,
Mm-hmm.
then you are going to go to Vegas after the game and party your ass off and
sure.
celebrate. Probably lose all the money you won.
Yeah.
And then, if you lose a lot of money betting on the
Mhm.
game, you're gonna go to Vegas after the game and try to
Mhm.
like win yourself back, or just try and
Drown
like
your
have
sorrows.
fun after having a bad night, and
Yeah,
you're gonna lose more money.
Yeah.
I feel like
True.
Vegas is gonna make a ton of money right now.
for sure.
They
Oh
are
yeah.
loving it. They're Scrooge McDuckie a giant pool of coins right now.
What's
True.
Barstool Sports' CEO? What's his name? Dave.
Portnoy.
Dave
Portnoy.
Matthews
Maybe.
Band.
Dave Portnoy.
Portnoy, yeah, that sounds more familiar.
He put 500,000 on the game.
Nice. Who do you bet on?
Chiefs. Chiefs.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
man, see, we don't know if I
Here's his
lost.
payout.
I put money on the game. I bet that the Chiefs won because I saw this. I bet my brother-in-law Phil. Oh, hang on 1 second.
shout out to Aody.
Mason Greenwell is also here. Our virtual
Hi,
pal.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Our V pal.
Our V pal. Hey Mason, happy Valentine's Day. It's almost Valentine's Day.
Aw.
Heart, heart. Oh, he looks like he's frozen. Uh oh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, there he is.
That's our Mason.
Dun, 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 dun.
So what was I saying again?
You
Phil.
saw the script. You had the inside
Yes. So
source.
I saw a YouTube video, just like a week ago. It had maybe had a couple hundred views, which is more than us. We're doing great though. Love all of our viewers out there. Thank
Heck
you all
yeah.
for watching.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. And he was telling someone else that he had the script to the game, like play by play. He knew exactly what was going to happen.
Oh yes.
Right. So I was like locked in. I was like, oh
Mhm.
shit, I got to know what's going to happen here. He said the Chiefs would win 27-14.
I'll take that.
Hmm.
Or
That's what he said.
I hope
And so I
I hope
bet
it's a high
Phil,
scoring game.
I bet Phil $20
the exact score.
that score.
Oh
And
Jesus.
I said, if I win, you give me right. It's the bet. If I lose, I give you 20. If I win, you give me 20. Right. And then Phil shook my hand, and then he gave me like a 20-minute lecture about how I didn't properly bet him because of the probability and the
Oh,
odds
gosh.
against me with that bet. He would actually, if I won, he would give me like $300 or whatever. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
It's $20, dude.
It's where I told you I found this on YouTube. Like I have 20 in my pocket. I'm like just betting you.
yeah.
I don't care.
He's.
But I did
Yeah.
feel kind of dumb because it feels that stupid where he actually would have given me $300 if they would have if I find out that they won 27-14,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pissed
If-
a little bit because I'm like,
Well, no, they can't now if the script's been leaked.
Yeah, they'll change it.
You know what's
that's
funny
true.
though is
last minute rewrite though.
That was-
never
Yeah, they
works out,
always
dude.
do that. They
That
always
was-
do
But
that.
it doesn't ever work out for him.
Yeah,
somebody-
a
the last
last-minute
time Justin
rewrite?
Timberlake did the thing at halftime because they needed to change the halftime script
No one ever
Whoa.
enjoys.
or the second half. The second.
Oh
half,
yeah,
my
you're
bad.
looking at Reddit on your phone and it's like, oh, the new movie went into more like 3 more months of reshoots. You're like, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
a
all
good-
going to be
That's
golden.
a good sign.
Yeah.
It's already
Yeah.
But-
a year and delayed.
But when they were like, "All right, we'll redraw Sonic," it did work out.
It
They're like,
did
"We're
work.
gonna delay."
Dude, they had
there's
that.
a third one coming
They
out.
had that
too.
whole movie done. There's a series coming out.
There's a
with
third one
Knuckles.
coming out, and they got Jim Carrey back, and he was even like, "I'm done with acting," but they got him back.
There's a Knuckles
Wow.
series
They
coming out.
must pay.
And all of them
Probably.
are in the series. At least in the trailer, they were. So, unless maybe Knuckles is the third movie. No, I saw like a trailer
Knuckles?
for it.
Yeah,
I saw a trailer for the show.
yeah. Knuckles
He
is
might
in the
be in the
second
third
movie.
one.
Well, no, but like they're
Oh.
making a
Oh,
show all
in the-
about
in
Knuckles,
the-
and
I gotcha,
everyone's
I
in
gotcha.
it. Like even like,
Nice.
so that's pretty cool. I like those movies.
Spin-off series.
I haven't
I
seen
do
any
always-
of them.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish they
Yeah.
were on like at Green Hill Zone.
Yeah.
Like San Francisco's fine because it's like I get it.
It's
Like because it's
kinda-
got lots of
yeah.
hills. Well, it's got
Yeah.
that one hill. Realistically, it's got that one downhill slope right there. And yeah, like I want to see like them actually in Sonic's like. I mean, they go in a couple times, like the Mushroom World or whatever. But I want to see like an actual, like I don't know, Sonic World.
Is there actually like what's a good spin-off show? Is there? I mean, I can't even think of it.
Shadow.
Or what?
The
Oh, I
Shadow?
don't know. I thought we were talking about. For
Oh no, I
Sonic.
meant like in general of
Frasier?
spin-offs.
You talking about the Alec Baldwin movie, The Shadow?
No, is that the one where he accidentally shot someone?
That's
No, that's
Rust.
Rust. The Shadow is one of the first like modern superhero movies. It's back in the 90s.
Mm.
And it's
Mm.
kind of okay.
Eh.
If you like,
What was it called?
it's called The Shadow. It's like The Shadow was like an old like it was back with like Lone Ranger and Superman on like radio broadcast back in the 20s and 30s. It's great. It's a
Okay.
great. Back in college we had I had a philosophy class, and for some reason we like our homework was to find like these. Like it was like I listened to a certain radio show for something, but I ended up finding like a bunch for Superman and The Shadow and Lone Ranger. Sick,
That sounds cool.
so good.
Yeah.
And it's
Where
kind
they
of
all
has
talk
like
like this. And
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
I
fun.
love those old microphones.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
I would love to have that on the show. You guys have normal mics, but I just have the old like I don't even know what they
You could put
are.
one of those in front of your mic, I guess.
Yeah. Or
Have a
just like
couple over
I
there.
feel like you could take like a spring off a trampoline.
Yeah.
And somehow that
Is
would
that-
do the same thing.
you're gonna make it sound like
I don't know.
that?
I think
don't know,
so.
maybe.
Maybe. Do they have the little springs on them? And
Yeah, I
I-
have one. I have one like
is
right
it?
over here.
Oh, that's like a. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
it's
no.
not the one with the little.
I'm talking about like the
circle
the.
thing in front of it.
It looks like a dream catcher.
Yeah.
It's got like springs and stuff on it.
Yeah, but I loved how it made.
Oh,
Yeah,
voices
that
yeah,
thing
sound-
right there.
Let me see that fake thing.
Got a Zelda wristband on it too.
I've never played that.
It's okay. You'll learn.
Yeah, you talking like this.
Dude, I just watched The Birthday Boys the other day. That series.
Love that show.
And there's that part where he's like, "Gotta get the golden shot," and he goes back to his home. Have you ever seen The Birthday Boys?
I've never
It's a
seen
sketch
It is
show.
a-
It's made by Bob Odenkirk. It's so unknown.
It is bonkers.
It's amazing. And there's a sketch they do where it's like a photographer, a paparazzi guy, like who
Mhm.
shoots like celebrities and stuff for like sleazy magazines. And he
Ah.
talks. He's like has like a pencil thin mustache. And he's like, "You gotta get that perfect shot." And he's like, "I gotta get that tit shot." He says shit like that. And he like goes back to his home.
Little
He's
wacky
like,
stuff.
He's like, "Hey, it's my wife," and she like sees him and she's like, "Oh, hey, honey," and she like talks like him.
Yeah.
And then like he's
Their
like,
kid
"Oh
comes
yeah,
out.
what's going on?" And like, "Oh yeah, we're making out." And then like his kid, like this little boy walks up and he's like, "Dad, hey," and he's like, "Oh, it's my son." And the little kid has like the same
same-
mustache as him.
He's wearing the
like
same
dressed
clothes.
like him. He's like, "Oh, you're just like me."
Isn't it? It's just like 2 seasons though. Isn't it?
It's so fucking funny, dude.
It is one of those shows though. Like 50% of it, you're like rolling on the floor laughing, and 50%
Oh my
you're
God.
going, "What's going on
It's him right
now?"
there. He's the guy. He's like, "Hey, it's me."
Yeah, it's me.
Oh my gosh, that show is so stupid.
It
I
is-
love it.
It is very dumb, but like to me, it's funnier than
I watched it on
SNL
Plex
and stuff like
because
that.
it's free.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
Plex.
I always download like Tubi or
I think it's on Hoopla.
no. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
That never
Hoopla
checks.
surprise you.
But yeah. Hey, I wanted to bring up something before the intro played because Mason made me think of it. Remember when I said I had the perfect segue for what Mason said about that thing that was
Said earlier.
It was in the submarine that it was the only thing that was left
yeah.
that was survived. I want to talk about these GD Stanley Cups. What is up with these Stanley Cups?
Oh, here we go, man.
I read that it was something about like this. There's a viral video that came out of a burning car, and the only thing that survived this burning car was a Stanley
was a
Cup.
Stanley,
And so like that was like a huge
and they opened it.
thing.
Yeah, the Stanley Cup.
I wish it was that.
They opened the cup and it still had ice in it, so they say, after the fire.
We're hunting for it, man. Stanley Cup.
Yeah, we need another one for sure.
This is it says Cardinals, but it's a hockey shirt.
Yeah, it's a
Cardinals
blues.
over there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it's
you
a
go,
Blues
right there.
Cardinals mashup.
Yeah, man. St. Louis.
I don't know where you want me to, what direction you want me
It's
to come
just
from
the
this.
new cup.
My wife has like 7.
yeah,
Why?
my wife has one.
Why?
She has like 3 different. Okay,
Why does she have 7?
She has 2. I think she has 3.
That's still
Okay.
too many.
One stays at work,
Okay,
So
so
that's
she can
fine.
drink her water.
Okay.
One is like her next to the where she sits in the living room, and
Okay.
one's like the
It just stays there forever.
yeah. It's like she just refills it for supper
Okay.
or whatever.
Okay.
And then there's one that like goes in the car, and if
Okay.
we go somewhere, it comes with us.
Just so she doesn't
Okay.
have to carry it in between.
It's
Yeah,
the
that's
least
what I'm thinking
valuable
too.
one.
She's just
It's
not
like the
wanting to
third
carry
child.
it.
Yeah.
But it's got a handle.
Then it's like the chapstick where I don't use chapstick, but I've heard people say like, "Oh, that's my car chapstick," but I put it in my
Mm.
pocket and I went into the thing, so now
Ah.
it's become my house chapstick. So I
Yeah.
need more car chapstick. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
I'm not a chapstick.
If I put
I don't like
chapstick in my
chapstick.
pocket,
neither.
I lose it. It's
yeah,
just gone.
it's gone. I don't do chapstick.
I don't do chapstick.
But
Me neither.
Stanley Cup thing, I like them. They're heavy,
But like,
and I don't like.
Chapstick's a name brand, by the way.
I don't like drinking from a straw.
well, like there was a woman
neither.
Which you
who
don't
got
have to.
a
But
woman got arrested. She had $2,500 worth of Stanley Cups in her car that she had stolen from a Starbucks.
Holy cow!
You know how many cups that is?
20?
40.
40. I thought you
40 of those.
And it was $2,500.
$2,500.
were they
They're
like
like $45 a pop.
Were they like Starbucks?
Yeah, they're like
edition?
$40, $45.
Well, yeah, by themselves, they're expensive.
but yeah, I think it's all just a stupid like brand thing.
Oh
Because
yeah.
my dad now at
all
Orscheln's
it
or
is.
Baumgars the other day, and they're selling them there, and they
Name
have
drop.
like the Baumgar logo on them.
I think I
Mhm.
saw this.
Casey's
Or
has
like
their own.
Casey's
now,
has their own, and like that's why people buy it. People buy it because they want that like that
Yeah.
company like Starbucks.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Yeah.
like I don't know why people buy so many Starbucks stuff.
Duct tape beer.
Shout out.
But
Shout out to our
did
Oh.
you see what I did though?
Mm.
So my wife has these Stanley Cups, right? I'm a
I
I'm
did
a
see this, yes.
massive Shia LaBeouf fan.
Do you have it with you?
I do not have it with me, but here's a picture. I sent it to Van.
Yeah.
And I got a cheapo Walmart cup. It is orange. It's like matte orange.
Okay.
And instead of saying Stanley, it says Yellnats.
Oh, I seen it.
And instead
Yeah.
of the bear with the wings or whatever the Stanley logo is, it's
Yeah.
a yellow spotted lizard
That is cool.
with the wings.
That's pretty cool.
And I matched the font. So I made that and then put it on my cheapo Walmart cup with a handle
yeah.
and it says Yellnats instead of Stanley.
Well, that's like
There you
these
go.
cups just a few years ago.
Yetis.
Everybody
Yeah.
had the Yetis.
Oh,
and
the
then,
Yeti.
then the knockoff ones from
Oh,
Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, I saw
Yeti
a thing.
is way worse than Stanley is, dude.
No, I think Yetis are way better.
No,
No.
I'm not talking about performance. I'm talking about in terms of buying the name. Like Yeti was the original. Like
Yeah.
I have to buy that one because
like
it
the
says Yeti.
$500 coolers and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Dude, there
Hey,
was
they make
Hey, I used to work at Midway USA.
oh
I
yeah,
know
you
how to sell Yeti shit.
Yeah.
That's all. Like that shit was so annoying to sell.
Dude, but performance-wise, Yeti was also bad. Like there was middle school tests done that showed like Arctic and Walmart
fair
brands
shit.
would hold ice
Yeah.
for hours longer than Yeti.
I
And
think that's
Yetis
what
were
mine
still
is.
like $50 more.
I think my Yeti
I think I
tumbler
have an
though
Arctic.
is the best.
I think I have an
No.
Arctic, but
I got it for
Arctic's
free.
bad.
I got it
now-
for free though.
Oh,
now
fair enough.
Yeti makes
from Midway USA.
dude. Yeti
Don't
makes
care.
lawn chairs. They make
5-gallon buckets.
5-gallon buckets that have lids and shit, and like they make
Ooh.
they make
Nice.
blankets
Oh, forgot
and
your-
like all that
okay.
shit. There's a guy out there. You probably know him, the You Betcha guy
Oh yeah.
that
yeah.
does the bush light. Okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Phil was sending me these videos of a shout out to Phil Aote, and he was sending me these videos of guys that review Yeti products versus Arctic or whatever. And he does the Yeti blanket one. It's literally like $150, and it's not big enough to cover you. It's like comes in this weird carrying case, and he compares it to like one that his grandma knitted for him or something. And he's like,
Oh.
"Yeah, this one's better than Yeti every day of the week." Like, it's funny. But yeah, they make bottle openers that are $60. Like, okay, a bottle opener does not need to be $60 just
Yeah.
because it says your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really just a name brand thing.
I like
Yeah.
I do like the brand
Because they just
Yeti. That's pretty dope.
But
Yeah.
exactly, but like you all just told me for like 5 minutes how like they're not that good.
I can like
Correct.
them,
But
but
like
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna
right.
jump the ladder in price.
But a lot of people just jump it.
yeah,
It's
a
like,
lot
I'm
of
just gonna
people
buy it.
are like,
It's
Same
just
with
for
like the
the name.
Starbucks stuff. They're like,
It's all
I gotta
for
buy
the
this.
name.
I gotta buy the new Starbucks. Oh, I'm the same way with like, well, I don't want to say the name of the beer. It's not the beer we've been drinking. It is. Logboat. Anytime Logboat comes out with anything, I have to try it.
well, yeah,
But that's different than buying a $500 cooler, though.
right.
Or
Yeah.
the new iPhone every time it comes out.
Ooh,
Yeah, I haven't done that in years.
I do it. I do.
I don't
that
even
one.
know what kind of iPhone I have anymore.
Mine has to
OtterBox.
literally stop working before
I have the
buy a new one.
OtterBox brand of iPhone, I think.
Have you ever forgot how old you are?
Yeah.
No.
That
Yeah,
My
started.
birthday was yesterday.
That started. Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you remember how old you were?
That started happening. to me.
19.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I was
wow.
I did
when
get
I was
carded,
26,
the other day.
26, 27, there's a few years where I'd be like,
Yep.
I've said it. I'm 28 for so long now that don't know if I'm actually 28.
I'm 28, so I know you're not 28. You're
Yeah,
30 for
that's-
sure.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, dog.
You're that. You're
Yeah,
that.
you
other
remember
milestone.
30,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Ooh.
You remember right in the knees, right here.
dude. The knees have been bad since 22, baby.
Don't talk sweet to me like that, Mason. No, we're recording, please.
No, we're recording.
Uh,
Not at work, sweetie.
back to the Super Bowl real fast.
Okay.
It
What did
was a good
they-
one.
It was
Yeah.
a crazy one.
Yep.
I just want to know what they're gonna do. Like that's the whole thing with what they do with the losing teams merch.
Yeah.
They send it to third world
They
countries.
literally.
I
It's
Oh,
a whole
actually?
operation.
you know how long they've been doing that?
Not as long as you would hope.
Guess
10 years.
10 years.
they started doing this in 1997.
Oh,
dude,
older than I
Ooh.
thought.
Before that, they were just destroying them.
they were literally burning them.
The American way.
Man,
Yeah,
they were
Nice.
just
Yeah.
burning
fucking
it.
throwing them in a bunch of sad people just because they probably employ the losers to go over and like throw the shirts in the furnace
That's
and
what
just
happens.
stand and stare at the fire and just think maybe I should jump in too,
yeah.
Maybe.
but they don't.
I would have thought they did that longer.
But they did that because they don't want people like selling stuff like that.
Yeah,
know,
they
yeah,
don't
they
want
give it-
them to profit off,
Yeah.
even though it's kind of worthless in a way. But it's
So now they
not.
do it where they give it to the third world country and they do
Yeah.
it super
It's
efficiently
very
so that like no one can like no third party can like come in and like take the clothes or whatever in some
Yeah.
way. But if like they give it to people who like need it and like countries that need it the most.
Mm-hmm.
But what if like someone gets those shirts? Let's just say hypothetically, we don't know. That like they get a 49ers World Series shirt. This third world country does. Let's just say hypothetically, allegedly. We don't know yet. We don't know. That's just a random example.
It's very
Right,
random.
Just
right.
a random example of a team. I don't know that many football teams.
How
They're
about-
just they've been in the news.
What are they playing? The 49ers.
Cricket?
No, they're playing football, and the game is called the
World Series. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Okay,
Right?
proceed.
Right.
You said World Series, which is
That's
Did
baseball.
I say that earlier?
Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
World Series, which is baseball.
Why do
Which
they
was
even
a good
do-
example,
You know-
though, because that would be a
Anyway.
shirt they send there.
I was gonna say I would buy that shirt because it is
Yeah.
so
Funny.
strange. Like Chiefs win World Series, like
That would be
2024.
I'm wearing a card. I'm wearing a baseball hockey
Yeah, you're
thing
kind of
right now,
already.
so I'm all over the place.
Yeah, it makes sense. then.
Anyway, let's just say they get a 49ers Super Bowl shirt,
Boys
it's
to
third world
Okay.
country, and then they at some point in their life move to a first world country, I guess,
Okay.
and they go to a Goodwill store and they get rid of their old clothes, and that's part of the old clothes, and then that gets. Did they not worry about that?
No, probably not.
Or like, what if? I mean, how can you possibly regulate like not having
If they were that
any of that
worried-
stuff getting into the market,
If they-
Right.
right?
If they were that worried, they'd just burn it again. They just
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they do.
Or
still.
maybe
they don't care.
I think
maybe-
they do. I don't think
Yeah.
they give. I don't
Here's-
think they give shit. To
Here's what I
poor
think.
people.
Here's
No,
what
I
I
don't think
think.
so.
Honestly, I don't think they finish the print of the shirts. I think they print, say, 100 that's in
Well,
the locker room,
it-
and they give it to every player and they give it to every coach. And then there's 100 of the ones that say the losing team won, which
It's
they
not
did.
just shirts, hats,
I know, but I'm okay.
shoes, pants.
But I think all they have is like it says Chiefs, but it doesn't say Super Bowl champion or the year. I think it just says Chiefs. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And then they don't finish the print unless they do end up winning, and then it goes mass production.
It's a good idea though.
But do you think that a shirt,
Hmm.
like you said, 20 years later, has any value?
No.
That'd be a cool shirt.
Because it's
Yeah, it
wrong,
would.
or because it's.
That'd be cool.
Error stuff is
Well,
always worth a lot of
a-
money.
That's what I mean. Like it's like a
There's a 1980s
whatever they call it.
or whatever Super Bowl like Chicago Bears like Super Bowl champions. They didn't win whatever Super Bowl it was.
Okay.
And that one of the shirts sold last year for like $10,000.
I'd have taken
It's labeled as a
10.
misprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
probably
like
someone at the company who was supposed to burn it. They
Yeah.
probably kept it
right.
because they were like, it's a
Yeah.
misprint. Who cares?
Yeah.
So do other
I'm sure.
countries have our sports history wrong?
That is
Like,
funny,
maybe.
They're like,
Probably.
damn,
dude. I was reading a
like
bunch
when the
about
Bill
this.
when
It's
the
nuts.
Bills won or lost 4 Super Bowls in a row, and it kept going to other
Like,
countries.
man,
They're
the
like,
Bills are great.
damn, the Bills are killing it right now. And then they become Bills fans and they move to the United States.
That's what I was just about to say. It'd be funny if they like moved. They're like,
Remember
oh,
'85 when they won?
yeah, yeah. They're like, no, they
Like,
didn't win that year. It's like,
no.
oh no, and they have the shirt, and you're like,
Yeah.
is this another Mandela effect? What's going on?
Oh, weird. You'd be like on the
Or
train.
Mandela. I did Mandela effect. Not
You're on the
Mandala.
train and you're like, we don't have trains. I don't know why I said that, but you're on the train. You look and you're like, did the Chiefs win that year? Or wait, fuck? And you're like having to go back into history of like, did they win or did they get beat that year? That's crazy.
Hey, we have Google to protect us from that. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
I
how they used
know.
to. They probably used to do that back in the day before Google.
You have to carry encyclopedias
even
around
know.
with you everywhere.
Yeah.
Or old newspapers.
Isn't it weird that people used to read encyclopedias
To get
Yeah.
to like get information? How does it have all the information in
I've
there?
written papers from encyclopedias.
I like a thesaurus myself. I'm a big fan of those.
I do like thesaurus.com.
Yeah, my favorite dinosaur. Anyway, dude, have you guys heard about this? While we're talking about sport on the sports, I want to bring this up.
Because we are a
Well,
sports podcast.
I was like
Yes.
a tire deflating.
I read an article not like 20 minutes before we started recording about the enhanced games. You seen this? I've never
No.
heard of this.
I don't know.
Is it a
Apparently, it's
website?
going to be coming out December 2024.
Enhanced games,
That's when it starts. It's a
Like
it is
.com?
Like video games?
no,
sports games,
no.
card
Video games in 4D.
The Enhanced Games is a planned international sports event where the athletes will not be subject to drug testing.
Nice.
Steroids.
Good.
Are
Yeah.
cool.
Founded by entrepreneur Aaron D'Souza and financially backed by investors, including billionaire Peter Thiel,
Don't know who that
Christian
is.
Engermeyer, and
Don't know.
Balaji Srinivasan. Describes itself as the Olympics of the future. This is on skynews.com.au, so this is Australian news.
What in the world?
What
it's-
what
it-
sports are they going to be doing? Is that what you're going to tell us?
Is
I'm
it
not-
just
it's-
probably the Olympics?
Well, this article that I read was about swimming.
Okay.
So there's a swimmer, James Magnuson, who's retired. He retired a few years ago from swimming. He made a big fool of himself at the 2012
Isn't that the guy?
2012 London Olympics. He like talked a bunch of smack before and kind of embarrassed himself at the actual games. He's won a gold medal, but like it's just
Is it been stripped?
no.
Oh,
It's just he was just
He's
like
got a little-
kind of an asshole. Not
Okay,
an
okay,
I mean,
okay.
kind of. I mean, that's what I hear allegedly, according to the Sky News. But he was like one of the people that like is like super pumped. He's like, oh yeah, he said he's gonna
Come out of
juice to
retirement?
the gills.
Ooh.
to get ready because these people they're offering a $1 million prize for breaking the 50-meter freestyle swimming world record.
Oh.
That's down and back or just down? I think it's
50
down.
is down
50
and
is
back.
just 50 is down and back.
It's 25 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, $1 million? I can swim pretty fast.
Magnuson said-
Dude, no. If you
Not that
actually tried
fast.
to do that,
No,
I
Ben
don't
and I
thi- I
used to
don't-
do it, and
I
it
can't-
is
oh yeah,
so
I
much
used to-
harder.
We used to do it with
Yeah,
Leighton.
dude.
all
We
the
used to
time.
go to the wreck. It is
Oh, yeah.
so
Dude,
much
I
harder
literally
than you
there were
think.
two,
Oh,
two
yeah,
times
dude.
with Leighton that I thought at for sure I was going to drown.
I thought I was
Yeah.
a really good swimmer, and I think I am a good swimmer. But like an Olympic pool swimming is that's a different world, dude. It's so much further than you would think.
Magnuson said, quote, "If they put up $1 million for the 50-meter freestyle world record, I'll come on board as their first athlete. I'll juice to the gills and I'll break it within 6 months." End quote.
Holy
Is doing
shit.
steroids good for swimming? Like,
I don't
I
All
think
I
it's
know
good for
is-
anything.
All I know is if this goes through, because I don't know if this is factual. I feel when I was reading the article, I was like,
kind of possible.
I was
to
like,
me.
it's Sky
Yeah, for
News,
sure.
but it reads like an Onion article.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I don't know what Sky
And
News is.
It's like
It's
it's just European
okay,
news. That's
just
all it
news.
is. Sky News is like their big thing.
but it's not it's not like the
No. This
Okay.
isn't like the Onion. I think this is a somewhat legit.
a better
this is supposed
version
to-
of the Olympics.
This is supposed to come out
Is their tag?
December 2024, and I don't
Nice.
know. Like my whole thing is like
What?
they're not drug testing. It's all about enhancements. I want to know if like cyborgs can like if you have like cyborg parts.
Oh, like
Yeah, I don't think that's going to.
Pistorius,
I don't
right
think.
at-
Oscar Pistorius could make his comeback.
fresh out of jail, he can compete again. Ay ay ay.
Is
I
there
don't
any
know.
technology that would actually help, though? right
rocket
now?
shoes?
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. If you have like if you have like thrusters in your heels.
But like
surgically
a
enhanced.
swimmer just straps a
I-
torpedo to their back.
Yeah.
and they just
be
smash.
I
into
feel
the
like
wall.
you could allow that as long as that person actually made it.
Oh, they have to be. the
Like I feel
engineer.
like yeah,
That's
I
cool.
feel like if you win, it's because of whatever you did, essentially. So if you're doing drugs, I guess you have to buy those, but you would have to buy the parts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
okay, I opened their website and one of the things like highlighted on it says sports can be safer without drug testing.
Well, okay, so the whole
Yeah,
thing is it's supposed to
probably.
be it's gonna be very heavily regulated.
Regulated drug use.
Well, well, sort of like the where you can go in like parts of California or places where you can take heroin.
Oh, right.
Like-
And,
yeah,
Like in a doctor's
Seattle?
office.
Is it Seattle? Where
yeah,
you can, like,
yes, in Seattle,
do
yeah,
anything.
yeah, where you can go to a doctor's office and you can like have it done
Decriminalize.
while you have like attendants with you and watching you and stuff like
Yeah.
that. For whatever, like especially if you're trying to wean yourself off of stuff, like to slowly do it in a good space.
Well,
But
And
yeah,
that's-
what were you
yeah.
gonna say?
some of the stuff that's like regulated in actual sports, they use like stuff called BP 157 or whatever, and it's just to help you heal faster and better. And like you can't use that in sports,
Hmm.
so it's probably like that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, I don't.
It probably means you can just smoke weed. They don't care about
yeah,
for
that.
sure.
I agree with
For sure.
that. I think we've talked about that on
Yeah,
the
of
show.
course.
All sports, all professional sports should be allowed to smoke weed.
100%.
No repercussions. at all.
100%.
And
If
unless
anything, it's going to hinder you.
yeah, if it hinders them like in meetings or it like makes them play worse, then you can punish them by cutting them because they're not doing what they should be. But like in terms of healing, I'm all for that.
For the healing aspects after training,
Yeah.
weed is very, very beneficial. If anything, just CBD.
That's what I mean. Like the
CBD alone, because that's just like the straight body.
just
Well, I'm
if,
sure
if
they
they're
allow
using
that.
it the
They
way
probably
it can
use a lot of
help
CBD.
them and it's not hindering their performance,
helps
they
their
should
minds, man.
be-
Because they're so stressed
Yeah.
out. Because they're trying to be
Well-
like the top athlete in the world. That's a lot of
Right.
stress,
and they talk about how team doctors just pump them with
morphine and stuff.
whatever they pump them with to recover and
Jizz.
feel bad.
Ew,
Stem
Um,
cells.
Only in the gymnastics part of
this-
the sports.
ew. No, that's
God.
true.
We know.
Ah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
This website also claims that 44% of athletes already use performance enhancements.
for sure.
There's been a lot of
44%.
I don't
For
know,
sure.
bro. A lot, dude. How
For
much
sure.
news is there nowadays? Where like every other week, an athlete in some sport somewhere is getting caught for using
So-
it for years.
But there's
Yeah,
300 guys in the NBA. They're saying 140 or whatever,
Well, it's
130 of them
44
use.
Yeah.
athletes overall.
Athletes,
That's a lot
I
of
mean,
athletes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
tennis players.
You know,
archery,
Yeah.
sure. Biathlon,
chess.
Yeah, I bet there's a
skiing,
lot of like.
downhill skiing.
Is there drug
I bet
testing
there's
in
a lot of
chess?
drug
What
use
kind of-
in like cycling and
Here's a fun- hey,
swimming and
okay.
anything endurance probably has a lot of.
Let's
drug
try and
use.
figure out what sports they'll be doing. What would be the best sports for if you have the enhancement?
Baseball.
Okay,
Yeah, for
baseball in the
sure.
Olympics.
Home run.
Okay,
We've already seen
And
that.
people already want
Yeah.
what
that.
about like Olympic? What about Olympic sports?
Okay, I mean, baseball's
Events.
in the Olympics.
I know, but like
an
event.
wall ball.
Come on,
Hey, watch that episode. That's a good one.
that's a good one. Here
Yeah.
it is.
Here's the clip. Actually gonna help. Yeah,
Sprinting
I think
would be. I bet it would. Do
Right.
something.
Oh yeah.
Sprinting or
Yeah.
swimming, I guess.
pole vault.
Okay.
Is it did Armstrong? Was he doing steroids?
Oh yeah, every time.
Blood
I mean, that's what it
doping.
was. Or
He
yeah,
loved
blood
steroids.
doping, which is
blood
he had, like-
doping.
Yeah,
he loved
blood
doping.
doping. Blood doping.
Dude, when I was in school, I'm talking about like middle school. I read a book about. It was a fictional book, but it was like about blood doping. It was like a guy that wanted to be a snowboarder. He was like a high school kid. He's like, why do I keep losing? Like everybody he was competing against was blood doping.
Okay,
And I was like in middle school, like, what the fuck is
Okay.
going on?
that's
What
a
is-
book
what is-
that's a book
I
that should
gotta-
be banned from kids.
No, it was I
Put
learned
it on the list.
Like, why are they banning like
I
the
gotta find
LGBTQ? That one's a little bit.
It
That
was-
one confuses me.
That was
What
funny.
middle
Oh,
school
what's
kid's
the,
gonna be
what's the harm
doping?
of blood doping?
Lots
I
of
don't even
things.
know what it. Isn't it like they take it out?
I thought you just
they
like yeah.
Fill it with
You just
more
put it in the
like
freezer,
platelet-rich blood, or
and then your
something.
body
Yeah.
regenerates blood, and then you add that in, so you have like extra red blood cells pumping through oxygen.
don't they
and stuff.
oxygenate it?
No, when you put it back in, it like
It-
joins with the rest.
It oxygenates itself.
You got more blood?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
So like
you're
to
just running
move
heavy
oxygen-
on blood.
to move oxygen through your body.
More blood good?
No,
More
not,
blood
not
good.
no.
More blood
Oh.
not good?
More blood causes clotting eventually.
Ah,
Jesus.
Yeah, more
Except
blood.
if you're
not
type
good.
A.
I never really thought about. I mean, I'd heard the term, but I never really thought about like
Blood clotting.
what it was. No,
Blood
blood
doping.
They probably
doping,
put
just,
some
like-
extra stuff in it too, some
But who-
like vitamins.
Yeah,
and
probably.
who
Right.
figured
Hey,
that shit
like I said,
out?
I didn't even finish
Yeah.
college. Everything I said to you, I'm pretty sure I saw in a documentary like 3 years ago. I don't fucking
Who
know.
fi-
I'm
figured
pretty sure
that
that's
out,
accurate though.
I'm pretty smart.
Let's pull
I
the
don't know.
blood
Probably,
out
yeah.
and then
No, not you,
we'll put
man.
it back. It's like what? Why is that a thought?
I don't know.
Um,
Who discovered cow milk tasted good?
Oh, event plan right here.
A very brave man.
Let's look at the event.
Oh, there
plan.
we go. That's perfect. I guess you just.
horny
core
and
sports right
brave
there.
man.
Core sports.
Core sports.
Here we go.
Oh, what about like
Source
wrestling
lists of
or like the
active
judo?
Oh, wrestling would be
The
good.
judo and stuff.
That dude, like
Fighting
fucking
would
like
be better.
like
Dude,
like
just
Matrix
fighting.
style, fucking like jumping across the room, like
Fucking roided
ki-
out guys.
kick.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say fighting.
Oh,
would be
okay.
good.
combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Combat strength training would be interesting. I
Any
feel like,
actual
hey, by the
fighting,
way,
they should do cocaine.
I'll say it right now. I don't think this James Magnuson. I don't think he's going to come anywhere close to a world record. I'm going to say that right now.
Bring Michael Phelps back. He smokes weed.
Yeah,
so.
he smokes weed.
Yeah, I was so mad when everyone hated him
Yeah.
for that.
I never.
Literally
hated
the
Yeah.
best
I thought that was so cool.
Olympian ever.
I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, he's so like a rebel, even though he's not.
Yeah.
He's just smoking a bong
Oh.
after practice.
No, gymnastics would be really smart
A lot
because
of
like most
gymnasts
gymnasts
are like,
super small, so like they have to be like really built frames and stuff.
I think
I'm always
I think
amazed by how
gymnastics would
yoked
maybe
the
be-
dudes are in gymnastics.
maybe be
Oh, yeah.
hindered.
Dude, their
Oh, their
shoulders are
arms.
always like fucking
Well,
insanely
you also got to
big.
remember we're just talking about steroids. There's there's other stuff that people
Yeah.
would
Right.
use.
I just want to see someone do like a quadruple front flip
But
on the mat.
does this mean
That'd be
that
sick.
somebody getting ready to run the 100 can inject cocaine into their
Oh, that'd
neck
probably-
Right before,
Yeah.
and then they just take off running?
dude,
Yeah.
that would be hilarious.
Is
They're
that what
all
we're
Your
saying?
heart would explode
No,
by the
Yeah,
I
end
don't
of the
think
thing.
I don't think you
Yeah.
can do it right
But
before.
blood doping there.
They do it on the track.
But they're
like
on the
announcing
track.
the names.
They're on the track and they're back there with their
Fucking
coach.
jab their leg.
And like yeah, everyone's on the starting line and they're all just like
Yeah, just fucking geared up.
runners to your mark, and everyone has to like stay still and there's like
Do your
They-
line.
like,
They
going
they all fucking jump early. They all false start.
the guy kicking their feet.
the
like
guy-
bulls.
The guy with the gun's like, oh my gosh, and then he like resets them. They
But
had
then
to start
he
disqualifying
lights up a
people.
joint too.
Oh,
So like chill out. No, I actually okay. Now I'm really excited for this enhanced games. At first, I'm still wary on it. Like if it actually happens and it
just-
becomes like popular, because I feel like if
It
it's
will.
successful, it's gonna overtake the Olympics really fast.
Yeah.
If it's successful, But also in like 20 years, we're gonna see documentaries about how all of these athletes are dying very early.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, James Magnuson said I'm gonna
Former-
juice up as much as I can
To the gills.
To
To
the
the
gills.
gills is
And
such a
and you know
funny
what?
He
way to
doesn't
say
even
it.
should-
have
Because he's a
those.
swimmer.
And he should be
Oh.
and he should already be a good enough swimmer because he has gills, so he should
Yeah.
already be good enough to beat everybody else. But he's
Yeah.
gonna juice up as much as he can, and within 6 months, and beat the record.
How
Like,
many
that sounds alarming.
how many headlines are we going to see in 20 years? It's like former enhanced games gold medalist dies of, stroke or whatever.
Heart failure.
Yeah, it's like,
probably
oh,
gonna be like-
Jesus.
Probably gonna be more like 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't know how often.
You
And they're
know
doing
what, though?
steroids. You can do an Olympics every year.
Yeah.
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 And
I'm pretty-
eventually, this is how we get to Hunger Games. It starts with this, and then it becomes like,
Oh,
oh, we're gonna have like a junior, like a kids thing, because the kids will be younger. So like when they like juice up, they can juice up for a
Whoa,
lot longer.
we're not juicing kids. Easy.
Is this
Oh,
gonna- is
you
this gonna-
fucking dude,
Not now. I'm
not
saying-
now.
Yeah.
5 years.
Oh, jeez, that's crazy.
They're gonna
that
have
changes
enhanced
this.
junior, and then because like the kids,
It's
the
gonna be
kids
a
will
TV
become
show.
like they'll be able to like. Oh, because it'll be like Big Brother, where they'll have cameras in the village.
It's like Ninja Warrior. But
oh,
it's,
dude, it's gonna be a whole
enhanced-
franchise. I can see it.
It's like,
We need to get into it now.
it's like
we should start.
Chopped Junior.
We need to like really start analyzing get good at analyzing sports and drugs so that we can like make Mellow Brick Road like announcers during the
That
games.
would be good.
So we can get our foot in the doors early on. 'Cause I feel like this is gonna explode. It'll probably end the world. We'll become like a Mad Max thing. Like this will become Hunger Games. Then civilization will be destroyed, and then it becomes
Nice.
Thunderdome.
Mm.
Right? So like we just carry it on. I was gonna ask if does anyone have like a catchphrase that they use or like a thing that they say all the time, like an expression that you say? Because I was thinking about this the other day. A lot of the
Yes.
times recently, I noticed I go golly, but I say it like that. I go golly, like GAUL -LEE. That's how I
Yeah.
say it. But do you guys do that at all?
Yeah,
There's some I just can't think of them.
Yeah.
I like
That's what I do
anytime
all the time.
anytime anything big or even some like very like small thing happens, I'll just be like, well, you'll get that on the bigger jobs, you know?
Oh yeah. That's
yeah.
one of 'em.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a catchphrase at all, but if I hit something accidentally and it doesn't hurt, I'll say ow.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
All
Like
the
if I
time.
just
Ow.
bump something,
Oh,
I'll just go
yeah.
ow.
I do that
And
when
it does not hurt at all.
whenever someone taps me on the shoulder or taps me anywhere, I always will like make a big deal out of it for no reason. And I
Ow,
get
ow, ow, ow.
yeah, I'll be like, oh god, ah," and like if it hit me,
Oh,
like I'll
golly.
always like fall on my like knee. I don't know. It's like an instinct now. I
Oh,
can't help
golly.
it, and it always makes me mad when I stand up finally. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what did I just do?
One-
that? We're in a
one-
mall right now.
One that I've picked up lately, I don't know why I started doing this, but if Macy, my wife, coughs or like, does anything, like blows her nose, like anything, I'll just be like, bless you. And like anything but when
Sneeze?
she sneezes, I will say bless you too. And if I do it myself, I'll do it. Like, I don't know why.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I just do it.
Yeah, that's
the
weird.
Things that it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense
Yeah,
to.
you're a weird
Yeah,
guy.
like,
You're a weird guy.
I don't know.
You should probably go to therapy for that.
I do like a hybrid version of yeah and yep. I'll go like I'm wanting to say yeah, but I end it with a P.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 I'll say
And
you're
That's a
that's-
dangerous
that's
path
just-
down yonder.
Keep a conversation going when somebody's talking to me. Like
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, about
Oh,
that time.
One of my old warehouse jobs.
That's what I always say.
One of my old
About that
warehouse
time.
jobs. Me and a bunch of guys decided one day because we were taking all these boxes out of a truck, and it takes hours and hours. So you're just with all these guys and you're hanging out, and you're just cracking jokes the whole time because you had hours to spend just doing this monotonous job. And we concluded one day that like the Missouri catchphrase. I don't know why it just hit me just now. You said yap. The Missouri catchphrase is OP.
Yeah.
Oh.
They say that's
'Cause,
a
like, we were-
northern thing, but
we,
man, I
we
say
were
it
all
the
like in
time,
this
too.
tiny. We were in this
Yeah.
tiny truck together. It's like cramped, and you'd like grab a box and turn around and go, sorry, and,
Yeah.
and then you go, that's like that is definitely like I don't know about it's Midwest, but it's Missouri for sure.
Yeah.
Just I hear anyone from our parts of Missouri at least,
Yeah.
like the northern, eastern side, I guess, all say "ope."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Every day.
Oh. Yeah. Anytime you almost run into someone, even if you try not to, like even now, you're gonna be thinking about it because I said it. You're not gonna be able to stop yourself. Even thinking about it, you won't. You're just gonna do it automatically, and it's gonna drive you crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I catch
yeah.
myself
It's
after
always
I
that.
say it every time I do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
God, don't want to do
Oh,
that.
I don't even
One of those
care.
things. It's one of those
Sometimes I
things-
just like to throw in like a Minnesota accent too, because I always think of Minnesota every time I hear like, "Oh, sorry about that."
Oh, don't you know?
Don't you
Oh.
know?
Yeah. It's one of those things like the harder you try not to think about it, you're gonna think about it a lot more. And by the way,
It's Freudian.
you just lost.
I knew you were gonna do that. You,
You
dude.
just lost the game.
Hoopla. You, dude. Hoopla.
Dude,
Congrats to the winner of the Super Bowl,
Fuck.
whoever that was.
They won it.
Yeah, they won it. They
I-
sure did. They went in and when they played it, and they won it.
I love the Chiefs. No matter what, good or bad, I love you. I'll be back next year for more of the same or to come back. I don't know what happened. But you guys do. Now I do now know. I don't know. Fuck you, dude. Do you guys play the game?
What game?
No.
It's called The
You're part
Game.
of it now.
You're in now.
You're in it now.
All right, explain.
The
'cause I
game,
don't
the
know.
This is something
object
that-
of the game is to not remember that you're playing the game.
Ross showed me this game freshman year.
I hate you so
Uh,
much.
We had a basketball game, I remember. So I've been playing since then. I gotta text him now. But the whole thing is you're not supposed to think about the game. As soon as you think about the game, you lose.
You lose.
So now you're thinking about the game because we're talking about it.
Right.
But later on, still think about it. I mean, it's just one of those things like if you just immediately start focusing on something else and it'll just disappear.
Right.
And then every so often if something happens or you're watching a football game and someone says, "Man, what a game," and you're just like, "Huh, remember that something? Oh, fuck," because you lose because you think about it. So then
So you gotta
the object
catch
is
the other person.
you gotta
thinking
tell
about it.
everyone else. You just gotta get your phone and you just text me and Trace and just go, "I just lost the game."
Yeah.
Because then we'll be like, "Fuck, I just lost the game." I think the longest I went was like 2 years.
Yeah,
Without losing?
literally. I'm gonna get on my high horse for a second. I never lose the game.
You never do.
Never.
Always me and or
It's you
Terry.
and Terry
Yeah.
every single time. Fuck
Or Mom.
you.
Mom
Yeah,
loses now
I just
too.
texted Mom and she just said, "I hate you guys."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be
So now you
awesome.
guys are part of it. So just whenever you think about the game, if you ever do again, just let us know or don't, and then you don't have to play anymore.
Really,
I guess.
it's been a while.
Well, you
been
could
a
have
while,
sat.
it's
You
been a
could
few
have
months.
sat there and say you never thought about it, couldn't you?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could just lie.
you could think about it and just not
It's
tell
an
anyone
honor
about it.
system.
Which is
Yeah.
it's an honor system kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I think that's the end of the show. I think we've come to the end of our path. Covered a lot of topics.
Yeah.
We slowly but surely are becoming a sports podcast. So I'm
Yeah.
telling you, if you want it, we got to just make it a separate show
Yeah.
because I don't know anything about sports
Yeah.
and I'm not keeping track. We cover the big stuff,
Yeah.
but
Well, we
if you want to do like a weekly thing,
yeah, we
Yeah.
cover the big stuff and then we kind of just spitball random shit into it. So it's not really we're not really analyzing anything important.
Not
It's the
sports-
big. It's the big news
it's the
topic
big news
of the
that's
week.
going on.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, we have to this
Reba
week.
did that Israeli national anthem. That's fucked up. We got to talk about that. We're not going to talk. We talked about Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, we did.
That was early. That was early in the show.
Today?
No.
I was like, wait, what?
Back when it got.
Oh.
Back when it
That was
got
like 2 years
repealed or
ago.
repealed or
Oh,
whatever the proper wording is for
I
that.
missed that whole part today.
Yeah, yeah. You were sitting right there. Missed the whole part about abortion.
Just blanked out.
Yeah. So I think
I
it's the end
usually
of the
do.
path.
I usually do when abortion comes up.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, everyone needs to say goodbye first. Trace, tell everyone where they can meet.
T-Dub
see you.
Projects. Right there. Mason's got it on too. T-Dub Projects. Go check it out. T-shirts,
Nice.
hoodies, wood projects. Just got Kenny's post up. You've probably already seen it. But yeah, check it out. We
T-Dub
got
Projects.
got
Coolest
some
thing ever.
stuff coming up, which
Hell
is
yeah.
pretty cool.
Nice.
T-Dub Projects on Facebook. Go Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs. Kenneth, what about you?
K Sloth Fit, K Sloth _ Fit, Instagram, Threads. Go Chiefs.
Hell yeah, man. There you go. Mason, knock 'em dead.
You can find me on Instagram and Threads, Mason Greenwell 52 there, and on TikTok, mgreenwee. Got some more clips I'll be posting, so when this episode airs, there should be some more on there now.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I am going to I think my pick is for San Francisco.
Oh, wow. You think San Francisco won?
Yeah, I think San Francisco has a really good football team, and I'm surprised they haven't won.
But they almost lost to the Lions, but
I also
That is
agree.
true, but the
I
Lions were
agree.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew they played the Lions. That's all I knew. And I'm Van Windsor. You can find me on Instagram at Van Windsor. If you want posts of the show, or if you want to follow the show on Instagram, it's at Mellow Brick Road Podcast. We also have a Facebook. That's where you can find all of the clips, images from the show, stuff like that. If you want bonus clips, or like I was telling Trey some different ideas for different Patreon shows that we could do, like bonus stuff, like clips and behind the scenes stuff. That's all on patreon.com/mellowbrickroad. We also have other like actual shows, not just ideas of shows, but actual shows that we're doing. The first show is Trace and I shows that we do. What you reading? Which is all about reading books. We do it once a month, at the end of each month. So February is a shorter month, so make sure you're reading more.
Yep.
Got to read a little bit faster.
Yep.
And we'll talk about all those books. And each month we do a banned book.
And talk about how stupid
Like
it is
on-
that it's banned.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so not like Leonard Skinner.
No, not like a band. Oh, that's a good idea though.
I did read a
banned
book about Redbone, that band.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
The Native American. That was a
That was
comic
an
book.
unintentional banned book.
That was. Good job, Mason.
Nice, Mason.
Mason's seen the show. Mason and I also have a show on Patreon. It's called Off the Path with
What?
Van and
Oh
Mason.
yeah,
I'm Van. That's Mason.
I'm Mason.
That's
yeah.
Mason. It's Off the Path with Van and Mason, where it's basically like this show. We talk about a bunch of random stuff, but the whole thing is we don't prepare. I guess is that's the gimmick. I guess is
Yeah.
we just talk out
Because
of
we're
our asses
off
the whole
the
time.
path.
Yeah, we're off the
Yeah.
path. We kind of walk in circles. You know, we talk. We lose track of what we're talking about. We end up
Yeah.
finding it again.
You're just shooting the breeze.
And each week we
Yeah.
bring up a real like survivor story of someone who got lost. They fell off the path
Ooh.
and they found their way back on. And we talk about how we would, what we would do in that
Navigate
situation.
it.
Yeah, it's called What Would
Yeah.
You Do? And
Yeah.
and so
My
we talk about
answer
that.
is most of the time die.
Yeah, we mostly we figure out most of us we would just lay there scream until we die.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we die.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, so that's on Patreon. All the behind the scenes stuff. Sign up for the Patreon. Support the show. We love it. We got a lot of big ideas coming up. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. Follow the show. We love all the people that are following us right now. Subscribing on Spotify, on YouTube, on Instagram, watching every week. Love it. Commenting, answering the questions and whatnot on the polls. We love it. Keep doing that. Feels good. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I have my quote. I almost forgot.
Okay.
I always
Yeah.
forget that I'm like, how am I going to end the show? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I have a whole mechanism designed to end the show with. So this week, my celebrity from Missouri, I should say. I will say, he's also from St. Louis, like they all are.
Sterling Brown?
No.
Oh.
Brad Pitt.
This one you want to try and guess? Comedy actor,
It's a woman.
the man,
Dang it.
comedy actor, older.
John Goodman. No, we've already done
I already did John Goodman. It's February.
Okay.
Wow. Who is it?
Sitcom, old, like around the same.
Oh, Cedric the Entertainer.
No, but you
Oh.
are headed in the right path.
Yeah, I got that from February.
Yes.
Mm,
His name is not an average name.
I don't know any other black comedian.
it's not Chadwick.
That's your own problem. Kevin Hart. Michael
It's
Che.
from St. Louis.
Good point.
I was gonna say the same. That's what's throwing me off. All right, just Bernie
Red
Mac.
Fox.
Oh,
Ooh,
That's
that was
really
good.
Oh,
Who
I
was
would have
it?
never
Red Fox.
guessed that.
Oh,
I would've
much
never
older,
guessed
yeah.
that.
Sanford and Son.
older. Yeah.
Yeah, much older, much
Oh.
older. Yeah.
I wasn't thinking old enough. I guess.
yeah,
is what
yeah, yeah. I knew that was gonna be a hard one. St.
Yeah.
Louis is not a good hint at all for
Yeah,
any of these.
Yeah.
Because like every celebrity's from St. Louis.
Yeah.
But yeah, Red Fox, the funniest. I'm coming, Elizabeth. Remember that part? That's not the quote, but
That's the quote. All right. Yeah,
That's not
thanks,
the quote,
guys.
no.
Bye.
the quote
Love ya.
is. Here's the quote. He's from St. Louis. He's the best. Love Red Fox. That's a picture. That's a Red Fox the animal. No, 2 D's, 2 X's. 2 D's, 2 X's.
What did I not think?
Not a
about
red
that?
fox.
Why did I not think about a picture of a fox coming up? That's so stupid.
Hey, what does the Red Fox quote say? Yes. Red Fox. he's the best.
Yes.
Love him.
yeah.
Okay, the Red Fox quote this week is, "If you can see the handwriting on the wall, you're on the toilet." All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your week, I guess, and see you next week. Mellow Manifestations.
Go Chiefs. Peace and blessings.
Love y'all.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there.
Got to.
Refresher. What was the first thing we talked about? 2 words. Baby.
The fruit jerky.
Fruit leather.
Fruit leather.